Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I've just come from the future. Just following a story on the astronauts on Mars, actually. Can you believe that? We can send a man to Mars, but we can't figure out what he is. Crazy.
So you come from the future?
I've come from the future, yeah, yep.
And you have a time machine?
I've got a time machine, yep.
Then how could you have possibly arrived late?
Oh, well, what you got to understand about the time travel is with the flux capacitor and all that, is that it's going to take a while. We should probably just start the show. I was at Macca's. Coming up in Tomorrow Tonight, the police hold a press conference about missing people in IKEA.
The whole layout of the store is also massive as well. Have you ever been in one?
Also, a woman has married a tree.
So I went to the park and, well, left Derek and from there.
And finally, we interview Kanye West about his new religion, the First Church of Jesus West.
We used to be a rapper.
I wouldn't even say that I'm a rapper.
Good evening, I'm Tom Lahoure, and you're watching Tomorrow Tonight, the show that brings you the news of tomorrow tonight. Joining our panel this evening, we have Jesse Hyland and Kiyomi Blanco. Also on the show tonight, we have our news anchor, Josh Walter. Well, Josh, seeing that I'm back from the future, I know you have some news headlines for us.
Yes, Tom, and you're a regular Doc Brown.
Great Scott, you're right.
In the news this week, a teacher from Campbell Primary School in Canberra has revealed that Bill Shorten has been attending their debating club for more than a year. A student, after being shown a picture of Mr. Shorten, said that he was all right, but his rebuttals were a bit childish. Kevin Rudd has announced his plans to run as an independent candidate in New Zealand's next national election. Many are calling the plans ill-considered, as New Zealand has its own cultural identity that voters believe Mr. Rudd won't represent. Mr. Rudd responded to the comments saying, "New Zealand's mostly sheep, right? How could I screw that up?" Apparently voters were not won over. In response to a man parking his car and sleeping on the M4, the New South Wales government has converted the centre lanes of all city motorways to sleeping lanes. Drivers will now be allowed to pull into a sleeping lane and park their car if they feel they are too tired to drive. A government official has said that improved road safety is worth a predicted increase in congestion. Many commuters, however, are angry with the decision. One went on the record saying that during rush hour, all the lanes might as well be sleeping lanes. Employment websites Seek and JobSearch have announced a change to their user policies. Applicants will now have to provide proof that they have experience seeking a job in order to seek a job. Employers say this will really weed out a number of applicants. Comedy Central has announced a sequel to their roast of Justin Bieber. A spokesperson from Comedy Central says that being kicked out of Coachella 2 weeks after the first roast aired proves that he hasn't learned his lesson. That's all the news for now. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Josh, for those news headlines.
Anytime, Doc.
Okay. Now on to our first story. After attempts from IKEA to stop people playing hide and seek in their stores, a crowd of 30,000 have played a game inside Tempe IKEA. Many of these people are still missing, and police are now involved in a search and rescue.
We can confirm that there are still 12,000 people missing, and they are believed to be somewhere in the store of poorly crafted furniture. We have been working with the IKEA to try and find these people, which has only resulted in more people being lost.
What kind of obstacles do you have to overcome?
The sheer size of the search area is also making this one of the hardest searches our teams have dealt with. The missing people are also not making this easy, as calling their names doesn't work. Nobody wants to come out as they believe they're still playing hide and seek. We are randomly finding people in cupboards and drawers. The whole layout of the store is also massive as well. Have you ever been in one? The Swedish make too much of this poorly crafted crap and it needs to go somewhere.
Do you think you'll eventually find all of them?
Look, we are hopeful, but now we are here, IKEA is having a sale, and the large number of people trying to buy furniture will mean more people will be able to help us look.
Are there any concerns for anyone's health and safety?
As in our usual search and rescue expeditions, the health and safety of the missing people is our #1 concern. There is some concern, however, that some participants may be accidentally purchased with the items they are hiding in and taken home. At least they know they're going to a better place.
Well, that was just riveting. Today we have an exclusive interview with one of the contestants from the IKEA devastation, and he's here with us right now. So we'll approach him very slowly, boys and girls, because he's very crazy, wide-eyed and dishevelled, and it's very strange. So, sir, how are you today?
Bugger off, mate. I'm hiding here.
you promised the kind audience at Tomorrow Tonight an interview.
Oh, it's tomorrow tonight?
Yeah, Tomorrow Tonight, yeah.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
Yeah. So tell us, how did these events unfold? What happened? How did you end up here?
Well, as you can see, I was a very, very lonely child. I was like Batman, but with no cash. And so, as everyone to a society, I was pretty much invisible. So I got this Facebook invite, and I thought, you know what, I can do this. Like Dad said a long time ago before he died, I can amount to something. I'm gonna be the most invisible person no one could ever see in IKEA.
Well, that's quite a story there we got there. Do you know Charlie, my good mate Charlie? He's got about yay tall, has I think that stuff, hair?
Oh,
he's got like
hair.
2 eyes.
Two eyes, you say?
Yeah, 2 eyes.
With a nose, ears, mouth.
Yeah.
It all kind of forms like a face.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, Charlie, yeah, he's a prick. Absolute prick.
Why is he a prick?
He gave me the spot and you found me. Simple as that. I'm now out of the running unless I take your footage and just hide somewhere else.
You're not taking our footage. We need that.
Yes, I will.
You're not.
Yes, I will.
But you're not.
You win this round.
Okay, well, thank you for that exclusive interview. Good.
You never take me alive!
Back to you, Tom.
Thank you for that report. If you're concerned about the safety of any family members at this time, please call the number on your screen. So while this is a difficult time for people and their families, do you think that IKEA could have done more to prevent this disaster? Panellists, what do you think, Kiyomi?
I think they're okay. I think it's just people getting lost. I just don't know how they feeding themselves, how they cleaning themselves. Poor family people, thinking of their dear ones.
Yeah. Josh, what do you think?
Well, what were they really supposed to do? I mean, could they have hired thousands of guards to block these 30,000 people? No, I don't think it's on them. I think it's on the idiots that are, doing this stupid thing for no real reason. And the idea that we're going to spend taxpayers' money on a search and rescue operation to find them all, I find that patently ridiculous. They deserve to stay lost.
Interesting thought. Jesse?
Oh, let's just calm down there for a second. I was invited to this event on Facebook, right? And I didn't end up going. I didn't end up attending because, thank God, because I didn't want to find myself in the cupboard. One of my good mates, Charlie, he was there, and he's gone now. But he was a good hide and seek player, and he'll be all right. I think. I don't know.
Okay. If anyone has any information on Charlie, please contact that number on your screen earlier. And do you think it could be a lack of the painted lines on the ground? I mean, do you think people are actually legitimately lost in there? Or do you think they're just trying to win the hide and seek game?
Well, IKEA's designed in a way that you have to, follow this one set path around the entire store. There's no way you can, cross one side of the store to the other. You literally have to walk through the entire store and see every exhibit because that's how they designed the shop. How you could get lost in a place like that, I don't understand. It's like one of those kiddie mazes where you start and finish and there's actually no turns or anything like that. You can literally just get to the end if you can draw a straight line.
But there's a lot of corners and rooms. I'm pretty sure you could get lost pretty easily.
It's true. I mean, I myself have found myself lost in a piece of garlic bread before. I mean, it's just, the cafeteria is definitely somewhere I can find myself getting lost.
Do you think that they're trying to just feed themselves? Are they getting lost in food? Is that?
Well,
and
there
how
is
would
a lot of food.
How would the
pretty
IKEA
cheap.
staff miss that though?
I don't know. Maybe we need to look into that.
I mean, the Scandinavian people are known for their efficiency and for their meticulousness. How would they miss something like that?
One look at their instruction manuals and you can see how meticulous they are.
Yeah.
Can't put together one of those tables to save myself.
Really?
Really?
I just think it's like big boys Lego. It's like big boys furniture Lego, You've got picture instructions, what to do next. The numbers are all there so you know which piece is which, and how can you mess that up?
Yeah, well, in that case, I have a cupboard that you can put together. Well, thank you for your wise words there, panellists. Our thoughts are with those still missing. We'll be back after this short break with women hugging trees.